Dude, how long have we been trying to film one together?
Years.
It's been years.
Well, we're back in Buffalo County. This is our first set of 2021. There's a cold front that came in. Temperatures dropped about 20 degrees. It's down into the 60s. I didn't plan on hunting this early, but it's about the best chance we felt we had to isolate these deer on this bean plot. One buck that in particular we were kind of interested in, really nice deer. 95% of the pictures were in this plot this summer on a licking stick around that water tank right behind Ben. Tuesday morning, he was back about 8:30 in the morning. And so these beans are still green. We planted them real late. And then we planted these new beans and they're just little shoots right now. And I think the deer are really hitting them hard because they're about the only beans that are left that haven't yellowed and the leaves fallen off. That was an 8-pointer. Oh, this one was a nice one though. He's looking back, yeah. That's Swoops, I think. Yeah, that's Swoops. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool deer. That's a lot nice about. So it's November 1st. We're back on the farm. Ben just got me excited and said there was a deer coming, but it was a squirrel. Good job, Ben. We haven't really bow hunted much. My son shot a pretty nice buck here, like 2 weeks ago. And we've just been waiting for the cameras and the weather to cooperate. And we got that today. Cold front came in and the pressure went real high for the next couple days. There's actually 2 or 3 that I think are probably shooters that have been in here the last few days. So we slept in this morning, we'll see what happens. But right now I think we just gotta be in the woods. Because it is a pretty special time of year right now. It's about 11 o'clock. First 5 bucks we saw this morning were 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. One 3-year-old has a doe bedded with him, or he's tending her out here. So the last couple have been little ones. They're more interested in eating than they are anything else. So I do think there are some bucks that are locked up right now tending does, but out of this blind we're gonna see a lot of deer, but I don't know how many we're gonna have a chance to shoot at. So we're gonna make a move yet, and then probably end up in a tree for this afternoon. So we decided we want to get in the woods a little bit. We got a valley down below us. We're up on the top of it. The food plot on this side, and a trail that cuts just down into the woods here. We're kind of right in the middle of it. So we got the wind blowing at us. I think the bucks are gonna cruise this edge, send checking that valley. Our hope is that we get some does to feed into this food plot, potentially bring a buck. There's one that we're after, and we've had him in this. We pulled the camera here. He's been in here like the last 3 or 4 days, pretty steady, always at night. It looks good, feels good, so we'll see what happens.
since we've been here. It's November 14th. And a lot has changed since we left. All the crops are down. The corn's off. The beans are off. And we got our first snow yesterday. We've got one more week till gun season. I think the bucks are still rutting, but it's definitely dwindling here. More and more every day, but we'll find out. November 17th. We're up on the top of this valley, right on the edge of on the top of the bluff, right on the edge of a CRP field. We're in the woods about 50 yards, and there's a kind of a nice shelf. And there's some really good trails that run the top of this bluff. Our hope is that the bucks might cruise this edge, winding the valley, but we'll see what happens. Well, it's December 5th. We're back at the farm. I didn't gun hunt out here this year, and I usually don't. I like to save my tag and hunt the muzzleloader, and we're down to the last 3 days of Wisconsin's muzzleloader. We've really just been waiting on the weather, but we finally got a change. We drove over this morning. It was 27 degrees when we left our place. Within an hour, it was down to 18, and by the time we got here, it was down to 11. We got really cold temperatures, high pressure, bluebird skies. We're sitting over the top of standing beans. This is usually a really good late season spot. We've got these 2 bluff tops, and we leave about 9 to 10 acres of beans on them. So that 9-pointer that we had a pretty close encounter with, he showed up on camera Friday. So we know he made it through gun season. We know he's up here. We know he's living somewhere probably really close. He's bedding on one side or the other of this bluff. So our hope is that he feeds up in here tonight and we get a shot at them, but kind of excited to see what shows up. Usually we see a pretty good number of deer late season. We don't see a lot of deer on the farm usually, but when it comes to late season, we've got some food here. They're acting so weird, aren't they? That fire one won't relax. There's a buck right there. Just came out of the woods. It's that short tine 9-pointer. Nice buck. Damn, that got me excited. He just came out of the trail to the right. Same trail as those are on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 9 of them. We saw quite a few deer, which was good. Didn't see the right deer, but we've got 2 nights left. So we're going to see what happens. The temps are going to stay cool. They're going to get real cold tonight. I think they're pretty cool yet tomorrow and the day after. But we're going to be stuck in here for a little while. I don't want to booger these deer off the beans. So we'll see. We're down to the last couple days here. Alright, we're back up here. Same spot that we sat last night. Last night was actually probably the best sit we've had all year. It's been snowing since probably about 3 or 4 this morning. There's about 1.5 inches or 2 inches on the ground, and it's still coming down. So temperatures went up a little bit, but they're still under 20. I hate to jinx it, but we really couldn't have asked for better conditions here. For the last couple days of muzzleloader, we got some snow, we got cold temperatures. It's exactly what we needed, and we've been waiting for it. Last night there was a buck that showed up on this camera on this food plot. We call him the Blockhead 8. He was on the other bluff, which we have beans over there too, but he was in here last night. I'd give him a real hard look. It's a deer I think he's 4 years old. I'd probably shoot that deer if we had a chance. So we'll see. We're after that big 9, but now we might have possibly 2 or more deer that are coming up here that would be on the list of deer that we'd like to take. So I hate the term the perfect storm, but it's kind of turned into that. There's a real big one way over there. There's a dandy over there. This is a big 8-pointer. I can see him. That's 6, 7 minutes. If he's coming, we might have to change. He's probably going to follow those does, maybe. I would think. Yep, is that gonna be him? No, it's another doe. No, there's another buck's coming behind him. We gotta close this. He's a big 8-pointer deer. I think it's Blockhead. Yeah, I think it's Blockhead too. 160. Is your light all right? No, we're good, yeah. I'm gonna find him here. Finally! Finally! Hang on. I think he's laying there. Hang on. I think I got him. You got him. You hit him good. I saw him. I can't tell if that's him or not, but I mean, we've got 1 minute left of shooting, so it was down to the last minute. Dude, how long have we been trying to film them together?
Years.
It's been years. I'm sure it's Blockhead, right?
Yeah, I think it's Blockhead too.
Jeez. I can't believe it happened. Because I was like, there's no way. I mean, we sat here and watched
We picked the wrong stand.
10 does and bucks and everything else go up into that other beans. And I was like, there's a deer that came out on our end. We sat here and thought, should we get down and try to sneak over that hill? And then all of a sudden a doe showed up here and you couldn't do that anymore. And we had 20 minutes at that point. And, I mean, it's crazy because it's like, you got all these decisions you got to make pretty quick. And I'm a patient. I think patience wins. So sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. More aggressive guy probably goes after that deer. But gosh, he came. And he came with a minute or probably 2 minutes to spare. So that was perfect. I feel good about the shot. I never feel great until you see something. But he mule kicked.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, it looked like.
And he ran kind of. I thought he ran. He was struggling a little bit, and he came kind of towards us.
Yeah.
And then
when he ran down that edge.
Yeah. Which makes me think he was hurting.
Yeah.
All the other deer went that way. So, all right. Well.
This is his running track. So look, you can see. I mean, it's been
There's
about.
water right there.
It's been about. You see some blood?
Yeah, right there. On that.
Yeah, right here. So it's been about 30 minutes, but you can tell how much it's snowing. Actually, we talk to people all the time about with the dogs and tracking. The last thing we want to do is put another adrenaline rush into that deer and have him run. So we're gonna back out as much as I don't like to do it. We're just going to take it to the edge. We're going to mark it here, and we're going to come back. We're going to look at the radar too and see what the snow looks like. But Ben said something about, how's the dog in the snow? And I think they track really well in the snow, actually. So if it's a marginal hit, the deer's not going to want to move in this cold. So my gut tells me he's probably dead, not very far in here. But like I said before, if he's dead now, he'll be dead in the morning. So if he's not dead now and we jump him, the chase can be on. It's good to see the blood. I feel, it's like check the boxes of the things, Felt pretty good. Ben asked me right before we came out, how do you feel about it? So I feel really good actually, based on how I shot that gun at the target. Like it felt the same. But when you're hunting, it's not like a target. So. This is Taylor. Taylor's a little bit older dog. I still don't think it hurts to give her an opportunity. I think success is real important when you're training dogs. So we're gonna put her on it. We're gonna let her work it. We'll see what we find here. But boy, what a beautiful morning. Now we get to come up here and see this, and it's hard to beat this. So we're gonna put her up. We're gonna take her to the spot where we shot. That deer worked through this set aside grass. Worked into here, and those does are feeding in here. Kind of bumped him out. They went back, and this is about where he turned. You can see I got a long lead. Wisconsin's a leash tracking state, so we'll put a long lead on her. But I don't want any friction on it. I don't want any pressure on it. I want to let her just work and kind of read her body language. You can kind of read her body language already. She's pretty excited about this, I think. So I'm going to give her a line. I'm going to give her hunt command, and then I'm just going to shut up and watch her work. So. Okay, let's go.
Find it. Find it. Find it. Go ahead. Find it. Right about in here is where we went into the woods. Okay, okay. You can see that little bit of pressure on her slows her up. I don't necessarily want that. There it is, Ben, right there. There he is. Nice buck too. Good, good girl. Good dog. Good girl. There's a good girl. Boy, he's been dead a while. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. A ton of praise for her. A ton of praise when she finds it. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good dog. Nice buck. Nice buck. This is that one we call Blockhead. We're not super creative with our names, but call him Blockhead. He's got that big head on him like a cow. Good girl. You can see, boy, the hit's right here. Right in the front of the shoulder. He was kind of slightly quartered to me. We weren't sure exactly where we hit him. Here, 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 here. Good girl. Good girl. You can see, Ben, I think he bedded. You can tell there's a, looks like he either rolled down the hill or tried to get back up. But you can see here, deer laid down right here. So one of the things that we talked about was, you know, I don't know how far that deer went. You can see he laid here. That's all iced up. But he bedded right here. We stopped not but 20 yards from him probably last night when we came out of here. But he probably was laying here the whole time. He wasn't dead because he either got up and rolled down or he tipped over and rolled down. I don't know, but tell you what, man, I'm pretty grateful to have the chance to do this. I mean, to hunt in the conditions we hunted in last night, got cold and helped us get the deer moving. I mean, that's what put them on the food the way they did. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. There it is, there's the bullet. Look at that. Pretty perfect mushroom. Can't think it could perform any better than that. I literally used to shoot every deer I saw when I was growing up, and it was just part of hunting for us. We ate a lot of venison, we shot a lot of deer, we cut a lot of deer up, and I didn't really like it. But as I've gotten older, I actually really enjoy the process now. I will put a radio on and I'll listen to Johnny Cash and I'll sit back and I'll think about kind of the old days when we did it with my grandpa and my dad, my mom, my whole family. Really like the idea of not only did we hunt it, shoot it, do all the prep stuff, but now it's skin it, cut it up, put it in the freezer, eat it. That's a big part of just taking it full circle, and I love it. It's interesting how as we get older and change, different things mean different things to us, and this is one of them, and I do think this is an important part of it. You got to do it.